So I went home for one night. I took a week off of work, not important. So I went home for one night and I drove there after work, so it was late. So I'm a night owl, 2 a.m. I'm snooping around in my old closet and see what like random knickknacks were still left over after the years. I don't know how this bear survived. Like, I've never really been that attached to it, so I don't know how she, Rufus, survived the moves and the years and did not get donated or thrown out or what. I don't know, but she was just sitting there on the couch, just sad and all by herself in a dark closet with my diploma cap. So it was at a diabetic educator appointment meeting thing, I think, where they were trying to talk me into a pump, I believe. And yeah, it was just like a general appointment with like numbers and things like that, or whatever. So Rufus was made by or produced with the Bayer company. I don't know if they're still big in the diabetic world now or not, but you had the option of a boy or a girl. I think the boy had suspenders, if I remember right. So the reason for Rufus was, since I was very adamant against the pump. So to help me learn how to do my own injections, because that was not smooth sailing. It's supposed to help kids do their own injections. So if it makes you feel better doing it to a bear, it'll make it easier to do it to yourself. I don't know. And then there's felt pads on the tummy and the thighs and the bum. I know I tried it as a kid and it really didn't make me feel better because it doesn't hurt the bear, but it hurts your arm when you give yourself a needle. The tag is still on. I used to rip everything off of stuff like tags, everything. So I don't know how this stayed intact, but Rufus the bear with diabetes. Sit you up there like that. It is my prayer for every child with diabetes to know that they are loved and accepted for being who they are, never any less because of diabetes. Just as a child loves a teddy bear for being a teddy bear, I made Rufus, the bear with diabetes, to help get this message to children with diabetes, provide comfort during times of uncertainty, and share learning with a partner and teammate. With love to all the children with diabetes, Carol Kramer. It's a sweet sentiment. It was a good program, and I never knew any other kids that were diabetic, so I don't know if anybody else had one of these. I oppose the diabetic summer camps too, so I don't know. But yeah, Rufus has managed to like hang around, but it was good timing. I stuffed her into my duffel bag on my way back. So good timing. So for some reason, like some boxes of sensors don't always work the best. So I'd already had one that went bad in a box and it's normal. I know the routine. It's not that stressful anymore. But I was at work and my sensor change days are Mondays now, and this was on a Tuesday. Yeah, it was on a Tuesday. It was on my stomach in a normal place. Never really have anything wrong with it except for like some blood. Whatever. So it was like 5 o'clock at night. Felt fine, and then my pump gives me a reading saying that you're going low really quickly. 2 arrows down. I was at 70. I feel fine. It's probably just because it's a new sensor, whatever. So then half an hour later, it tells me that I'm at 40 and I'm still going low. So then I start to panic, like that can't be right. So I check my level and it was at 176. Big difference in numbers does not make a happy pump. So it said, wait to calibrate, check again in 15 minutes or so. So then at 6 o'clock, I did it again when it told me that I could, and I was at 193. And my pump just like had a fit. Like the screen started flashing and there was alarms going off and I didn't know what was going on because this had never happened before and I didn't read the manual because I don't know who really reads manuals unless it's legal documents, but, and then it just said like the pump completely stopped giving insulin, that it was shutting down, check the manual. What? So then I go and tell my boss, and he's like, just go deal with it, handle it, whatever. So then I made it back home, and then I called the 24-hour helpline with Medtronic, and then it just starts working again. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. So he was really patient with me. We went through and did like self-diagnostics. He's like, we'll replace the sensor. That's fine. Let's just get your pump figured out. So we went through the history, and apparently there's different errors that the pump keeps track of. Mine was the 82 error. And it said that twice, I think, with both of the times that I tried to calibrate it with my numbers. Apparently the pump just like does self-diagnostics, and it just throws a little tantrum if it doesn't understand what's going on. But I'm pretty sure it was just because it was such a drastic difference in numbers and the sensor wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. So apparently, oh, and we did test too if it was the transmitter, because last week when the other one failed, the guy said that my clamshell was no longer under warranty, so if it failed again that I would have to get another one. This guy though said, we'll do diagnostics, we'll do tests on that. It was fine. So happy I saved everything from the first day that I got all the supplies that's still in that bag in the closet. So found the little green tester doobob thing, whatever. So all that worked out. Transmitter works just fine. The pump works just fine. It was just a very stressful, like it was 2 hours on the phone, but everything worked out. I have the replacement transmitter now. So then by the end of it, like I felt really guilty about having to leave work because it was busy and I was home alone, and yeah, Buddha isn't much of a help. So, and I looked over on the shelf and Rufus is just sitting there. Come here, I need a squeeze. So it was good timing that I found Rufus again.